Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking another champion up to rank 5, and it is going to be somebody different, somebody that I didn't think will rank up, and quite honestly it's largely a fun rank up. It's a sentimental fun rank up, and that is actually somewhat of a reasoning behind it. Basically, obviously after exploring 6.4 you get a lot of catalysts and you can use them however you want. And then there is this whole, obviously, first world problem on deciding which champions you want to rank up now, which rank ups you want to kind of like hold on off to, because there are 5 stars, obviously there are 6 stars, which catalysts you want to use on what. And it's kind of a bit overwhelming. Not that I'm trying to complain, it's just definitely there are many champions who deserve these catalysts, but it's a fairly tricky time to kind of like decide who is going to get them. But then I, obviously keeping in mind that there are 6-star versions available on many of these champions, looking at my 6-star roster, potential rank ups there, I couldn't really make a decision. So what I ended up doing, I went onto my website and I checked out which champions are not currently available as 6 stars, and then I kind of scrolled down the list, and when I saw OG Thor, it hit me. He's not available as a 6-star. And even if he becomes available as a 6-star, he is a champion that really does need a max signature ability. Now, whilst I'm currently not too interested in 5-star signature stones, because 5 stars barely affect my prestige anymore, so I can afford to use some 5-star signature stones for my own personal fun, I suppose. And so I came to a decision to take up my Thor and put 186 stones in him and have a rank 5 OG Thor, because honestly I do not know exactly how well it's going to work out. I think there is still quite a bit of potential with his damage output, and one of the things that I always liked about OG Thor is the fact that he can access his damage pretty much instantly. Obviously it's conditional on his ability to stun, so you have to keep that in mind, so it's not going to work everywhere, so on and so forth. But the fact that there's absolutely no wind up, you can just take him in the fight, parry, do medium light medium, parry again, and you're pretty much as heavy hitting as you're going to be, and then you can drop a massive special attack. Either way, this definitely is also a really sentimental rank up for myself, because he's one of the OG gods and I absolutely loved him. He was probably my favorite OG god. He was able to do some incredibly ridiculous things, and 12.0 hit him hard, but then they reworked him again, and then they made him kind of alright. But obviously, since he wasn't available as a 5-star for a really long time, we didn't really know how well he does everywhere, and he's still a fairly rare champion. So I do hope this rank up decision works out for me. I can see definitely that he has and can have quite a bit of potential in many different situations. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe he doesn't work for anything, but either way, this is one of those champions that I just wanted to rank up since the moment I got him, but it always seemed that the alternative cost would be too high. As in, if I rank this guy up, I'm going to be missing out on an important rank up for next piece of content. But now that currently there is no next piece of content and I have a whole heap of rank up resources, I decided to use the opportunity, and I felt that if I don't rank up this guy now, I probably never will. And again, even when he comes out as a 6-star, if I get him as a 6-star eventually, which I doubt that he will come out as a 6-star, to be honest, but that's a different subject. Even then, you need to have those 6-star signature stones invested in champions, and they are so valuable. So we're gonna try out and see how we do with 5-star. I think he's gonna do well. I hope he's gonna do well, but we're gonna check that out for ourselves. So we took him to Sig 72 without Cosmic Stones. I do not have too many of those. I think I used all of my Cosmic Stones up on Silver Surfer, so that wasn't too long ago, so my stash hasn't like replenished completely. But we do have a fair kind of like a chunk of generic stones that we can build in, well, throw into this guy as well. So I'm not gonna throw all of my generics in. We're gonna throw in 68 of these. I'm gonna leave couple for fine-tuning some other champions, and then we have the +2 and +5 generic signature stones. And I'm sure there's gonna be some 5-star signature stone offer around the corner. 5-star signature stones have been sold like candy by Kabam recently, and push comes to shove, if I end up needing some of those signature stones, eventually I'll just buy an offer with them in. So I'm not too stressed about that again. So let's put it to 200. There we go. Job's done. So now that we have max sig 565 OG Thor, we should go and test him out, right guys? And I have pre-selected a team. Since I do have Suicide Mastery is currently active, it's just basically Nick Fury with Gold Bull and Quake to kind of like offset that suicide damage a bit. Plus I added in Captain Marvel movie. She does give a slight increase to the Fury duration, I believe. So once we do proc those Furies, it would help us. But other than that, there are like no special synergies here. Let's see how hard we work. 9k mediums, not too bad. Let's get those to 25k heavy, not bad. 11k with no. Obviously in normal fight, I'm gonna do another fight, just kind of like me completely bashing at the guy, but for now I just want to build up to level 3 with 2 armor breaks, see how that goes. So our mediums are like 9k, which isn't bad at all. Okay, so I'm gonna get two armor breaks on now. And let's go for level 3. Level 3 comes with a 100% guaranteed stun as well, so it is something to keep in mind. And we can try and drop a level 2 now. With 2 Furies active, 2 armor breaks active. That didn't crit unfortunately, but let's just see. It's not bad. Okay, let's go for another level 2 and hope this one crits. 20k and no crit there. I want to get that big level 2 crit. Oh, there we go. So it's kind of cool. I didn't even see how many hits it took us to get down that Winter Soldier. I'm gonna try out a couple of playful kind of scenarios, and then we're gonna bring him in like a random uncollected quest to see how he does. Now in this one, I'm just gonna be trying to go for a bunch of level 1 spam and gonna completely whack her. So we're gonna build to nearly 2 bars of power, and unfortunately no stun. Stun is about 70% chance, I believe. Okay, there we go. We got the stun. Stunned again. I wish his abilities would trigger like Captain America Infinity War on parries, not on stance, I guess. $37k level 1, that's not too bad. Another 37k level 1, so that if he happens to crit, he can definitely finish off opponents real quick. And now let's try and get that level 2 crit in this fight, and then we're gonna bring him in like an uncollected or something to have a bit of fun. This is definitely a nostalgic rank up though, because he still is capable of putting up some really good numbers, man. Okay, 60 something K, that's not bad. Definitely solid output. And we haven't really been like particularly saving our combo hit, but 30 hits and he's almost halfway down. Gonna get 2 armor breaks now and drop the level 2. 1 armor break. $18k. When it doesn't crit, it's such a disappointing moment. $33k, but no crit. There we go. That's done and dusted. 72 hits. We definitely can do it with much less hits as well. Probably a bit different champion setup, but yeah, this is a fairly generic setup, kind of like something I'm likely to use in a random quest or something. So let's jump in event quest. Let's jump in uncollected, and which final boss will be a good opponent. Doubt that the T-Rex is a good opponent, but we can see how we deal with them meanwhile. So invade, not for us. Power shield. We're just gonna go with the one with no nodes on, just to see how he actually functions. So 68k health this yellow giant has. Well, pretty much done by the time we get to level 1. 11 hits, so that's not too bad. I really do hope I get to use this guy in some fun scenarios. That high chance of stun might be useful some case. Armor breaks definitely useful. And that's all she wrote. Dominoes, as always, annoying, making all the abilities fail. Let's go on to the next one. Vision Arcus. This one's gonna be annoying as well. We might not have picked a perfect path for this, but still. Wasn't too hard. I remember from like old school times, Thor had an interesting way to get around masochism nodes as well, because he triggers 2 debuffs pretty much at the same time, stun and armor break. That could be used to bypass kind of like masochism shrugging off the stun debuff. So that's like a neat trick from ancient times, but for now, need to deal with this Korg. Just gonna go in. No stun, unfortunately. Hey, Thor against Korg, just realized. Well, that's about it. Still that level 1 and everything kind of gets toasted. Definitely do like that level 1 with the stun chance. Can do some really good damage. Okay, now we should have some easier fights. Psylocke should be able to heal up. Again, by the time we get level 1, the fights are pretty much over. Ideally keep that medium light medium combo so we can parry as frequently as possible, and then that lets us keep up the armor breaks for longer. It's kind of very simple way how to adjust your playstyle a tiny bit, but it makes a lot of difference for Thor, because obviously when you have both armor breaks active, it deals so much more damage. Even in block in this case. So not 9 hits would do. Okay, what do we have left? I think there's nothing else aside from Terex. Let's see if we can deal with that Terex boss. I know he has like Limber on, and I'm losing quite a bit of attack by staying close to him. It's fine, so we're now gonna utilize the willpower heal a bit. And 2 armor breaks there. Well, definitely not the smoothest. Oh no, 1% get wrecked. I risked it and I failed. That's always one of the things as well with Thor, which I remember doing about myself. I like to take chances and hope for like good outcomes and kind of like push and rush the fights. Well, we nearly got him down with 1%, man. It's close enough. It's close enough. Let's go in and finish that guy. But yeah, so yeah, we have maxed out OG Thor. I do quite like that fact. I am quite happy with myself, because it's one of those rank ups, like as I said before, you want to do but you often don't. But it definitely has quite a bit of sentimental value to me. So let me guys know, what do you think about my latest SIG 200 rank 5 OG Thor? And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know how do you think he is and how he will do for me. With all that being said, I hope you guys had a fantastic time watching the video, and if you did enjoy it, then hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the buttons, and I'm going to catch you guys soon. See ya.